Hello once again, and I hope you've had a great weekend up to now. Loads and loads of football stories, I must admit, but when I was out yesterday, but at the end of the day, I apologise today because I couldn't get out there. So I just hope whatever you played, whatever you've done, it's always been absolutely in the best spirit possible when you're watching grassroots football. Because all we need is loads of encouragement and support, not just for the kids, for your referee as well. And if you look at this, REFspect, this is what we're publicising. It's a National REFspect Awareness Weekends, should I say weekends, on the 12th of April, which is the Virtu EFL Trophy Final. Not too sure what EFL teams are involved at the moment, but let's just hope it's the big teams, you know what I mean? So you get loads of support for the officials, the referees, and then we follow on to the 18th of April, and then the 26th or 25th of April, and that is the Premier League. All the officials will be wearing our t-shirts during the warm-ups. Now, I know there's loads say, wouldn't it be great if just one team somewhere would wear them for the full game? Just for the full game, just to see what it could achieve for the likes of Don't Cross the Line, the National REFspect Awareness Weekend for our referees in grassroots football. Because surely the referees are the up-and-coming Premier League officials, and everyone's screaming out saying we want better referees, we want this. Well, let's do something and let's all work together and try and encourage more referees into the game, into the Premier League. I don't know, is it referees or VAR you want or you don't want? Because when the FA Cup first round games were coming on, or the third round should I say, there was no, sorry, in the Carabao Cup, was it? Yeah, the Carabao Cup, I think there was no VAR, or it was one of them. No, sorry, it was the FA Cup. There was no, the first rounds there was no VAR, and everyone screaming saying the games are a lot better. The referees are making the decisions, even the odd, you know, the mistakes they were making, no one was questioning about it. It went back to the years ago when it was all about arguments, and I must admit it was great. We should have had a pen, we should have had a free kick. But what's really bad now, take away VAR, okay, say everyone won the argument about VAR, then you're going to have a lot more pressure on the referees. Why? Because your Sky Sports will be saying, look, well offside, look, handballed it, should have been a penalty. Where we didn't have all those years ago. The replays, what we've got now, it's so sophisticated. Sky would be drawing the line. Sky Sports would become the VAR of grassroots football, or any football, Premier League as well. They would. Sky Sports would be the judge and jury, and you just give more power to them if you take away the VAR now. Common sense tells you everything, doesn't it? Let me just fix this camera because it looks like it's on an angle for us. So let me just see if that's a lot better, just in case it was sort of like, I don't know whether it's okay now, I'm not too sure, but we just fixed the camera anyway. And sorry, apologies as well, we're still awaiting Spotify, we're still awaiting the new equipment, and it's just taking time. It's when you'd expect it, you want it, you just can't get it. You really can't get it. You need it, and you just got to wait. Grin and bear it, and I apologise for everyone at the moment that we're not on Spotify, just on DXTL from the touchlines. And if you could subscribe to the YouTube channel, that'd be fantastic. We'd appreciate it a lot. We really would. And we appreciate your support, and especially what we're talking about, VAR. Now, I'd love to hear your point of view, because it'd be VAR, and everyone would go and say, look, that should have been, bring VAR back, bring this should have been disallowed, because it would not be disallowed with Sky Sports, whereas it could be with VAR. So what would you rather have, to be honest? Mallet, don't text the line support.Tune.com. Add me as a friend on Facebook, Twitter, all the social media sites. I'd love to know your thoughts on it, because that's the way it's happened. Because Sky Sports will be drawing the line, Sky Sports will be saying that should have been a goal, that should have been a penalty, and it caused mayhem, it caused ructions, and the referee would be in big trouble, the PGM would be in big trouble. But at least we can say, even though you may disagree at the moment, it's getting, you're looking at it and you're starting to say, well, look what's happening here now, it's balancing out. It could only get better, surely can only get better. I don't know, I'd like your thoughts on it myself. I'd love to hear what you have to say. You can even message me on Facebook and Twitter, and also LinkedIn, and also info@don'txtheline.com for your thoughts and comments on it. Now, you could have said, well, they didn't do it the other week when it was there was no VAR, but you're talking week in, week out. You're talking about decisions going for against. Referees, yes, getting it wrong. They'd be punishing the referee more so, I think, if that happened now, because they've made it up the rod for their own back by bringing in VAR. If they'd have left it, maybe it'd have been a bit different, but unfortunately it's in, and I think it's here to stay. I don't think they're gonna ever get rid of it. I really do. But you never know, and I'd love your thoughts on what I've just said anyway. But if you've been out and about today, I hope that you've shown loads of respect towards your referee, your grassroots referee, the importance of referee, the importance of our Respect Awareness Weekends. As I say, it's the EFL Virtu Trophy Final at Wembley Stadium, and also the following week is the 18th. I'm not too sure about the FA Cup games. I've just asked for permission. Do we need permission off the FA? Now, can you imagine if the FA knocked them back for wearing the T-shirts there? And the PGMOL and the Premier League are allowing them at their games. I think, yeah, brilliant. It's awareness. It is awareness for your grassroots football referees, and also for the kids in grassroots football. That's what it's for, to bring in better behaviour on the sidelines, on the touchlines, on the field of play, within the game itself. So it's on and off the field of play. And all we're asking for is your support on our Respect Awareness Weekends, which are April 2026. Can you do it? We'd love to get involved with yourselves. Get involved with us. We'll announce the competitions, what you can do, come up with ideas, get the kids to ask me or to send me an email about what they could do, what ideas could they come up to make things better for your referee at grassroots football, on and off the field of play. Yes, we can shake hands before and after, fantastic, that's the way it should be. We can take images with the referee, with the kids, send them in as well. But what really can you come up with that everyone recognises and says, what an idea these kids, this team have come up with? And we're trying to get businesses together, as we announce all over the weekend, get businesses together to come up with some lovely prizes for the team, for teams, just to help out the awareness weekends, the REFspect on and off the field of play. Because when you respect a new referee, it's the kids who feel it better. They feel it most. Because when you are having a go at the referee, not just the referee who's feeling it, the kids are as well. So you can imagine irate parents, spectators, verbally abusing, showing aggressive behaviour towards the referee, towards the official, who are on their own, by the way, because you'd only sometimes have linesmen or lineswomen, persons, when it's FA Cup, don't you? FA Cup. Where am I coming from in grassroots football when it's cup games? That's talking about the VAR and the FA Cup. Dear me. Anyway, we're off the VAR because you have none in grassroots football. There's another thing. You don't have VAR, you don't have cameras. It's the linesman, it's the referee, the officials who are on their own against all those spectators on the sidelines. Just imagine yourself on your own getting shouted at. Now, kids can't take that in a classroom. never mind from the sidelines, everyone's shouting and screaming. And we do hear kids, their stories, they don't want to hear shouting because it puts them off their game. And it does. So if it's putting the kids off the game, what's it doing to your referee? Maybe you're causing the referee to make more mistakes because of their being irate towards them. They're not thinking, not concentrating, they're making mistakes. You're putting the pressure on that referee. So bear that in mind as well. You know, because this weekend we've made it all about REFspect. We really want to promote it in January, getting you ready for the April, for every week basically. Let's encourage, let's show everyone that it is working. And it's not just about, wow, look, we'll have brownie caps, things like this, and wow, look what we've done. We want you to support it. We want to make a difference for the referees out there. And we want referees to make a difference for themselves as well by supporting the work that we're doing, the voluntary work that we're doing to support you at grassroots football. So we want referee societies, we want the county FAs, we want everyone on board with this to make a difference. If everyone comes on board, wow, what would grassroots football be like? We're trying to make it a safer place, more safeguarding, and safeguarding is absolutely essential with your DBS checks in grassroots football. Safeguarding, DBS checks, they are. But don't forget, the majority of people who is causing the mayhem don't have safeguarding, don't have DBS, because they're just supporters. They're not your coaches, your managers, committee members, no. Your volunteers, they're not. They're just parents, spectators who are supporting and shouting and screaming and causing problems for the majority of kids, referees and committees and teams at grassroots football. So we do need to iron it all out. We do need to get rid of all these problems in grassroots football. We do need to make a difference. We're asking your support. We're asking you to get involved week in, week out, come up with the ideas, come up with the competition that we're putting on. What can we do? We want to hear from all your organisations, your referee organisations. And we do know one or two organisations do not support the work that we're doing and take the time to have a little go at us. We're voluntary and we're only doing our best. We're encouraging better behaviour at grassroots football. And I don't know anyone who can knock that. We have been making a difference. We're making a difference to the football communities, to the referees, to the kids, which is so important. We need to keep grassroots football flowing. And we need you managers, coaches, spectators, everyone, just to encourage everyone on that field of play. Regardless of the score, regardless of the draw, the win, the lose, the loss, whatever. Just get behind the team and the kids, because the kids forget about a loss very, very quickly indeed. And all they're doing is, the kids when they finish their game want something to eat from the cafe, want to go out visiting, want to go out playing. We all know it's out of their heads until the following week. The only time you see disappointed kids is when it comes to a penalty shootout. It really is, and it affects them bad style. And we've not come up with the answers for that one. That's the time. Because you see teams that you lose, or the kids come over and how do you get on? Oh, we lost 4-0. Oh, we lost 4-1. But you get on with them and you laugh and joke with you. When you get home, it's all forgotten about. But what isn't forgotten about is if there's something really bad happens, an incident occurs on the field of play or off the field of play towards the referee, towards the opposition, parents having a right go, that affects the kids and they won't get over that. You never see the kids laughing about that. You really don't. You see them worried. You see the worried faces. The smiles have gone off the faces. They're scared. What's going to happen? I don't like to see my mum and dad getting involved in any of this animosity whatsoever at grassroots football. We do understand that. You can see it in the kids' faces. So please, please, as an adult, as a spectator who should know better, take that into account. It's all for the kids developing their skills and also the referees developing their skills. When you go out and about, week in, week out, please just encourage your kids to play. Encourage them on the field of play. Encourage them to smile and leave that referee alone, and that will help attitude on and off the field of play, and especially if your attitude is 100% perfect, encouraging. That is all we want at grassroots football. People respecting each other, people enjoying the game, people talking about what a game that was. And yeah, I see many at grassroots football, and I bet you there's been loads there today. I bet you there's been loads played in the good spirit of the game, everyone enjoying it, and the kids going home happy and going home for the Sunday lunch. I really do believe that, you know, if you can get behind the kids and encourage them, that's the be all and end all of grassroots football. And all we're emphasising is please respect our referees on and off the field of play. We would love that, and encourage the kids. And I don't want to hear coaches shouting and screaming at kids. That's your fault. And I've heard that a few times, the managers. That's your fault that you let that in. You should have done better. Come on, they don't mean to do it. The kids do not mean to do it. They are making mistakes just like your referees. If they make a mistake, it should be, and if it's too many mistakes, you know, but they will be monitored by the county FAs, and we know that county FAs are advertising all over social media regarding the punishment now that irate spectators are getting them for themselves, and it could be a lifetime ban, could be a big fine. Out of football, how does that affect your child as an adult? Do you want that big ban? Do you want it to affect the club, the team that your child is playing in? Surely not. Take that, think of that. If you're going out on a night out on a Saturday and you've got games on a Sunday or a Friday into Saturday, think, if you've got loads of beer still in your breath and you're going to watch the kids play and you're irate, it's going to make it 10 times worse because that alcohol is still in your system, and it could affect the kids big time, and the referee. You don't know what could happen from your actions. So take that into account. Think, I've got the kids' footy tomorrow, I've got to be best behaviour, I've got to really enjoy myself and encourage our Tom or our Sarah to play football. It's all about them. It's all about them. It's all about your support. It really is. So take it easy. And remember, it's only a game for the kids. It's grassroots football. It's about development. And the kids are only learning. The same as the young referees as well. They are only learning. So we need to support them and support your committees too, because without the committees, you'd have no fixtures. So it all is a big circle, isn't it? Your committee, putting on the games, pitches, you've got your referees in the circle as well, and then you've got your coaches, your managers and your spectators all around. So it's one big circle, and it should be one big circle of fun and development. That's what it should be. That's what we need at grassroots football. Fun, development and enjoyment, I suppose. Let's all put them three together and let's come up with some sort of idea for our National REFspect Awareness Weekends, 12th, 18th, 25th of April. That's the awareness, that's the big one. So we want everyone to get involved, and we want no bad games, no referees cards sending off yellow cards. You can do that to help your team. No yellows, no reds. Wow, what a game we'd be in then. Right the way through grassroots football. It's not just here on Merseyside, it's everywhere. We know Lostock Hall JFC are going to be on board, as well as the Sheffield and District Junior Sunday League, who are brilliant supporters. And now we've got all these hubs, clubs, everyone sending us good luck messages, enjoying what we're doing, getting behind the work that we're doing at grassroots football. Don't forget, we're a CIC, Community Interest Company, not-for-profit organisation. Everything that we're doing is back into grassroots football, but encouraging more kids to get a voice. And next week we'll be talking about mental health and the struggles in grassroots football as well. And believe me, there's a large amount of that, and we want to end that as well. So they'll be on next week's shows, and we just want our young commentators back as well. Jaden's doing great in the wrestling, Dan's doing great in the officiating, What more could we ask for? Okay, thank you so much for tuning into the Sunday show. We'll be back again on Friday. Looking forward to it with loads of new updates. I've got another project in mind. Let's see how that goes. I've got a big meeting coming up as well. We'll tell you all about it. So, in the meantime, put your feet up, relax, enjoy your week ahead. Don't overwork yourselves, and watch and learn and develop the kids in grassroots football. Educate yourselves if you're not experienced enough to go out on a grassroots field of play and encourage the kids to play. We'll see you on Friday next week. Enjoy yourselves. For myself, Mal Lane, all the team here, the Grassroots Show, Don't Cross the Line, REFspect programme, Heart of Goals initiatives, no ref, no game. We'll see you Friday. Take care for now. Cheerio.